So a lot of people are wondering, okay, well, look, I can, my lender is telling me, or everybody is telling me, I'm getting news articles that's saying that I can, I ain't got to make payments for the next 3 months, so I ain't got to make payments for 6 months. I get my payments deferred up to 6 months or maybe up to a year. I mean, everything in every article that seems to come out is telling you that you cannot have to make your payment for a period of time, and people are getting all excited about it. And a lot of people are looking into it and rushing out to it. So I'm gonna share with you a conversation I just had, a few days ago with one of my clients, who owns a property, and they are getting ready to relocate to another state. And in the conversation, they're thinking, okay, well, look, we have this property, we got to make this mortgage payment on, but I qualify, or I can get a forbearance on it. And my first question was, okay, well, do you plan on buying where you're going? And they said, yeah, we're gonna, maybe live for about 6 months in an apartment. We want to get to know the area a little bit, but we definitely are gonna buy because we don't want to waste money or pour money into a rental. Okay, well, here's something you need to consider. The forbearance, while the lenders are telling you that they're not going to report it to your credit report as a late payment, which great, you won't have a late payment reporting to your credit. However, when you go to qualify for a mortgage during this crisis, and the fact that these payments that have been deferred may not be reported in a particular code that a lender can know that you didn't make the payments, what happens when the lender asks for proof of payment? So currently what they're doing, or currently what has been done in the past, has been, okay, very simple. Here's what we need to do. We're going to look at your credit report, and your credit report is going to tell us whether or not you've made on-time payments for the past 12 months. So if you have an existing mortgage, you're planning on moving up or scaling down to a new property, okay, have you made payments on time for the last 12 months? Now, some lending programs such as NACA, require proof of the payment already. What happens when you're going to qualify with whatever entity, bank, mortgage company, broker, what have you, that you're utilizing, and they ask you, okay, we need proof of 12 months of on-time payments for your mortgage. They're not taking it from the credit report that it wasn't reported late. They're requiring proof of 12 months of payments. So a payment statement. And guys, if you file for a forbearance, or you got a forbearance on your mortgage account where you did not make payments for 3 months, a month, whatever it was, and you got a forbearance, guys, that's going to show up in the record. So therefore, you may be hindered in making the next purchase. So that's something legitimately you need to be mindful of. Now, I'm sharing this with you because, again, we're having this conversation. I've had this conversation with a lot of agents, a lot of my agents, a lot of consumers, people that are rushing out and thinking, I want to file for a forbearance because I can get away with not having to make my mortgage payment for the next X amount of period of time. Here's the thing to keep in mind with that. You're not getting away with it. Most lenders are going to require the full balance of the forbearance at the end of the period. So if you skip 3 months of payments or 6 months of payments, when you get to the end of that forbearance period, that entire balance will be due. So you won't be skipping the payment. You're basically postponing making all those payments, which means that you'll have to make those payments all at one time. So if you're not prepared for that, or going to be prepared for that, it is not in your best interest to file a forbearance. Now, here's something very plain. And to be very direct, it should be common sense. If you are unable to make your payment, yes, file for the forbearance. If you have the money to make your payment, do not file for the forbearance. Pretty simple, right? Yeah. If you have the money and the ability to pay it. If you do not, then you need help anyway. If you have that type of situation where you cannot make the payment, then common sense dictates, to be frank about it, you're probably not going to be buying another house within a few months anyway. So filing for a forbearance, hey, okay. But if you do have the ability, and just like many people are looking for, some type of way out, then in turn, you're filing for a forbearance and you don't need it. Again, you may damage yourself going forward. I'm also going to touch on the flip side of that. A lot of people And for those of you who are who may have had a slowdown or whatever at work, and again, this is a conversation for the people that do not need it. If you're looking at thinking about purchasing a home, your income is very important. If you file for unemployment benefits, you're essentially telling a lender that you're going to utilize to qualify for a purchase that you had a period of unemployment or underemployment. Now, while we will all like to think that, quote unquote, it's going to work out, just so blah, 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 blah. If you need the unemployment, that's a different story. And please don't take anything I'm about to say subsequent to this to mean anything. But if you do not need unemployment benefits, filing for unemployment could hinder your ability to make a purchase of a home. Yes, think about that, let that set in. Because you got to provide proof of employment as well as proof of income. The end of this year, beginning of next, when 1099 goes out, if you receive unemployment benefits, guys, you will receive a form that you have to file with your taxes noting the unemployment that you received. The money ain't free. So when you have to give that to a lender in February, let's say that I want to purchase a home. Now you're going to show them or demonstrate to them that you had a period of or underemployment and you file for benefits. That is going to cause additional scrutiny and questions within your file as you seek to purchase. Again, if you don't need it, don't do it. I cannot state this more plainly. I can't work to be more clear on this. Guys, just because something is offered, to be very blunt about it, doesn't mean that you got to take it. If they open up the gates on the bridge and told you everybody could go jump off, most of you wouldn't go jump because you got more common sense to understand that could be to your detriment. For whatever reason, I don't understand. And this is a very plain conversation, and maybe it's a question to our listeners. What makes us think that it's so different that we don't have to make a payment on an account that we took out? What makes us think that we don't have to be responsible in that regard? So I'm going to challenge you all to think different. We want to change the narrative. We want a different scenario. We want, most importantly, a different outcome than what we've had previously. It is imperative that we not do what we continue to do, which is look for a way out, look for a crutch, look for some help, look for somebody else to do it for us. We have to do it for ourselves. And in turn, that means that you can't follow the masses. You can't follow the people that's telling you that you ain't got to pay. You got to realize, understand that I want to be somewhere different. So I can't follow you over here because you're going somewhere where I don't want to be. I, in turn, got to go the opposite direction. So I wanted to make sure that we covered that and spoke about that, guys, here in our first segment, because again, there is a lot of misinformation out there. And from someone who works in the profession, in the industry, who has been here and has been doing this, I understand the risk associated with certain things. As I explained to one of my agents in my office recently, it's the unintended consequence of the action. We didn't think it was going to be that way, but here we go in a little bit and we can't buy, and we're going to want to blame somebody. So guys, look, we just got the signal for the first break. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. You are listening to Exit Strategies Radio Show, and we will be, yes, you know it, right back. And we are back, guys. Second segment, Exit Strategies Radio Show. I am your host. Yes, Corwin J. Millett, broker and owner of Exit Realty Low Country Group in beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina. Hey, you know what we say? Y'all say it with me. If this is your first time listening to this show, you are in for a treat. Our mission is very simple. That is to empower our community through financial literacy and real estate education, guys. We are legacy building. Guys, jumping into the second segment, I want to give a quick shout out to a few people who have taken the step. The first segment, guys, we have talked about, and to be frank about it, work to try to dispel a couple of myths and rumors as it relates to forbearance and unemployment benefits during this time. how it could negatively impact you as you are looking to make a purchase of a home here in the future, the near future. So please, if you missed that segment of the show, I want you to go back and check it out. Again, you can find our show. We post on our social media pages. Please go back and get it. If you got any other questions otherwise, or maybe you can't get back and get the content, you can always give our office a call, 843-619-3005. Again, 843-619-3005, please. And make sure that you ask for one of our agents so we can have this conversation with you about forbearance and unemployment benefits, those programs and how they could negatively impact you if you're looking to buy a home in the near future. Guys, we have to be mindful. If you need assistance, you need it. So please take it, and we can delay, or you delay any other thing that you might want to do. But just taking or seeking assistance when you don't need it could derail what your plan is otherwise. I don't understand how we believe that somebody is supposed to give to us, and in turn we're not expected that it's going to have some type of impact on us financially otherwise. But guys, second segment, I want to give a shout out to some people that took the leap and took the initiative. You've heard our commercials. You know that we are seeking new agents. During this time, we've been overrun with people that wanting to buy, wanting to sell. People are home now. You guys are sitting at home, oftentimes working from home. You're in the apartment sometimes, kind of now you're looking around and saying, I don't want to be here no more. And you guys have been reaching out to us and saying, hey, what can we do to make a home purchase? You've been weighing it out. You've been working on the things that you need to do. And now you're coming and you're saying, okay, look, it's time for us to do this. Guys, we need help. So if you are even remotely interested in a career in real estate and you want to know what makes our company unique, I was thinking about that this morning. I was getting up and, getting my cup of coffee, if you will. I was having, if you will, this thought and the epiphany as to why, number one, why we do what we do, but number two, why we do it, where we do it. And guys, one of the things that has always been one thing that's always rested on me is I wanted to help people. I've had that conversation, and I sometimes, to be very blunt about it, guys, in the process of living and doing business and everything else that you have going on, sometimes you get away from what, if you will, is your quote unquote core mission. What is your, the thing that you adamantly are trying to do or want to assist or want to accomplish. And I wanted from the very beginning to help people to do the things that I wanted to do. As I've gotten into being a broker, which has been a long time ago, guys. I mean, I think I've been a broker for and managed and supervised agents for the last 12 years. And as I've done that, my commitment has always been to help them. I want to help them to be able to help others. So, that commitment means that whatever I wanted for me, to be able to build a business, to be able to, essentially, be ingrained and be a part of our community, what I want, and to be able to retire some point in time from real estate. What I wanted for me, I wanted for them. So I've always worked to have that conversation with our agents, but to be very real and direct about it. Oftentimes people don't have a real sense of helping others. They have a sense of helping themselves. And in turn, the ones that are really committed to helping others, we work very well together. And the ones that don't, then, obviously that has been the case. Because sometimes, and I'm a firm believer in this, sometimes it is necessary to, and we should not be afraid of sacrificing self to elevate others. That is what Christ did for us. And in turn, if we're to be Christ-like, that means that we are supposed to do the same. So I want to give a shout out to a few people who have taken the initiative over the past week, two in particular over the past week, and then a couple have taken the initiative a few weeks prior to that to begin real estate school. So we have a real estate school, guys. You can go to lowcountryrealestateschool.com. Again, that is lowcountryrealestateschool.com. You can take our classes online. If you know someone in another state that might be interested in a career in real estate, you can give them that link as well. Our online courses, we have classes so you can get licensed in almost every state, every class or every state that offers online material or online training or will accept it for licensure. We have it. Continuing education, everything. So please, Low Country School, realestateschool.com, and let's make sure that we check that out. But I am looking for people that, and I'm sorry, let me go back. There's a free trial. So you can try Real Estate School for 5 days for free. But before you do that, I want you to know what makes our company unique. So I want you to log on. We're doing virtual career night on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, 6 p.m. So every Tuesday, guys, we're doing a virtual career night at 6 p.m. All right. So you can go to exitworkshops.com, again, exitworkshops.com, and find every event that we are currently hosting. And our virtual career workshop is right there where you can register. Please make sure you register. Once you register, you'll receive a link. That in that link is going to be, you'll click and you'll be able to join the meeting on Tuesday. So please make sure you register ahead of time. We have limited seating because we want to make sure that we have enough people, but not so many people that we can't address questions and concerns or what have you. But we're talking people through real estate. We're talking you through, okay, this is what makes our company unique. This is how you can not only make an income, but we give you opportunities for additional revenue streams so you can make more income. But on top of that, we tell you how you can retire and still make income from real estate. And on top of that, we teach you how, look here, at some point in time, you're gonna leave here. We ain't trying to rush you nowhere, but your family can continue to receive income from real estate as well. It is a unique model. There's no other company that offers it in real estate whatsoever, period. So with that, please come learn more information, how you can solidify your future. You know, it's more than just what you do. It's what others do. It's really having a business. Most real estate professionals that any of you know are just self-employed individuals. They don't earn income themselves. They don't make any income to support their families. Our model is different. It's unique. So it's a combination of income earned by the agent, income earned by others, etc., that makes them an actual business owner. It's really the only model that does that. It doesn't matter how many people tell you how much they focus on other things. They're focusing on one minute part of the entire picture, the entire pie. Most of you like to eat. Now, there's a difference in eating just what's on your plate versus eating some that's on your plate and some that's on somebody else's and else's. Pretty soon, you got a plate that's bigger than what you had to begin with. That is what makes our model unique. We help agents who help us. They in turn earn more. And I know several agents that are making six-figure incomes off of other monies, residual money, not the money they earn. On top of the money they earn, they make several $100,000 a year. And that is real. And that is right here in South Carolina. And I want agents who have a mindset to understand what business is versus what work it is that they actually do. So we want to help, quote unquote, change the narrative. So I want to talk to you. Exitworkshops.com. Please make sure you check that out. I was this past week, and I want you guys to start reaching out. We want to start addressing your concerns on air and sharing with you the stories of those who are kind of going through. So if you're out there and you want to buy a house and you really don't know what to do, I want to hear from you. I want you to reach out so that we can get information to you on air, so we can tell the story and give the resource to help you get from where you are to where it is you want to be. So we're going to make it very simple. One, you can reach me on Facebook. You can ask on our social media platform, Exit Strategies Radio. So you can check us out right there. But I want you guys to reach out to us and say to us, hey, this is what's going on. Can you help me with this? And let us answer your questions on air. Guys, it is time for us to take another level, another step in what it is that we do here to serve our community and to help you. All right. So guys, look, we're coming up on the second break. Yes, yes. I know it seems all too quick. You guys have been listening to Exit Strategies radio show. Y'all stay tuned, guys, because we have one more segment and we're going to be right back. And we're back, guys. Final segment, Exit Strategies radio show. I'm your host, Cole and J. Millett, broker and owner of Exit Realty Low Country Group in beautiful North Charleston, South Carolina. Y'all know it. Y'all say it. Yes, our mission to empower our community through financial literacy and real estate education, guys. With legacy building. That's what we do. So I'm super excited, as always, to be here with you. We covered first segment, one of those you may not want to do this kind of things. Can't tell you and won't tell you what not to do. I'm just going to warn you the unintended consequence at times of some of the things that we rush out to do. Um, I always try to have a conversation and counsel my team on sometimes let's sit back and wait. You don't have to be the first to do something. You don't have to be. You don't have to be the last. The better informed people are sometimes right there in the middle. The person that's lagging missed the opportunity completely. The first person may have jumped too quick and missed it as well. The people in the middle are the ones who get it. For anything, if you ever seen a chart such as this, there is an adaptation rate. It's a curve basically, and it's really very similar to the curve that we've been talking about in relationship to this virus. There is early adopters, and then there are people that are right on the curve, so to speak, that get it and they in turn receive the opportunity, very well. Guys, we want to teach you how to do that, how to be maybe not the very first, but on the forefront of the curve before the real opportunity is really gone. So I always thank you guys for tuning in, for listening to us. Again, we're seeking agents. I want to have that conversation. I spoke to an investor a couple of days ago and was telling him about our private funding that we have available to help him convert the opportunities they have in front of him to actual deals and be able to fix and flip properties. I want to talk to some more of you. So if you guys reach out, we can definitely have that conversation as well. I want to give a quick shout out to the buyers and the clients that we worked with over the past week who have ratified contracts. Again, it is very active out here, guys. Very excited about it because we're putting people into homes that they didn't think they would get, relocating people here to South Carolina, etc. So we are very, 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 very excited about that. So guys, as we come up on, the end of our show, I want to say thank you as always for tuning in and listening. And as I always say, guys, we love you, and we love you. And we're going to see y'all out there in them streets. Till next time. All right, guys. So we had a blast, as always. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening. Hopefully, trustfully, you got something out of it. Now, most important, let's go apply it and make it happen. Talk to you soon.